one relay and two more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out, see if things can be resolved peacefully.
An admirable goal. And yet we find ourselves in a situation. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several...
Sure.
And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response...
Right.
We have learned the current location of these synths.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel...
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside.
X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement...
Sure.
The situation appears to have... We move in. Secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
Here they are.
God, it's a courser.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute.
No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. All right, Synth.
Please!
Z322. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and good work.
Is someone present?
Someone there?
Movement detected. Curious.
Engaging hostile sensor detected.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Reporting status. All functions normal. All systems nominal. Operating at full capacity. Greetings, sir. Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day... Now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The only hope for humanity.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps,
Uh-huh.
standing here,
Sure.
I know that to you I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute, both of us, really.
They kept me alive, too.
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of It only made sense that my parents should fill that, I'll admit. When I had you released, to not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you.
Yes. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep an experiment of... I had no idea what kind of... Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? Perhaps most curious to me.
Sean, you need to know.
I can see that you do. The synths have been safely returned and will be I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance. And you, well, you've passed it. Please. Take this as a token of my appreciation. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should... I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Sounds like those radars have been targeted right again.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. Power is, as I'm sure you've... I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real. With every advance the Institute makes, our need many compromises and sacrifices.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our
Right. Sounds like an important step.
That's... well... The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have... and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operation. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own thought...
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now...
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What? Can't be serious.
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. We can talk more later. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say, the Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already... This will conclude this meeting.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot. I'm sorry, Father.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. That's why I'd like you to take charge. There are hard decisions.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
That rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. I'm glad it's back where it belongs.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become... We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there. It sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them. Contamination complete. You may proceed. Contamination complete.
Sensor alert. Weapons hot.
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
That I've noticed, no. I feel quite well.
I see.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the result. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger future conflict with them is guaranteed. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope so. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched. Dr. Thompson was tasked with...
Sounds simple enough.
It was supposed to be, yes. There was no indication that this would be a problem. But the arrival of the team was an unwelcome surprise to Mr. Wallace. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him. I'm sure there's nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safe. I'll be waiting.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not...
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
It was bad enough when Wallace reacted so poorly to our arrival, but then Gunners? I was not prepared for that. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves...
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth...
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years, but once they realized how smart he was and what an... I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just... well, there's a slight problem with it.
Sure.
I was thinking, maybe you could try...
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so.
Right. Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me! That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even... I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute...
Hey, just calm down, okay?
If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't be in here. Now just...
What can I say to convince you that we're not going to hurt you?
That you're leaving and never coming back.
Right. We're here to steal your kidneys and your memories.
That's not funny. None of this...
Hey, just calm down, okay?
If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't be in here.
Just shut up and listen to me. We're not here to hurt you. But if you make this
See? I knew it! You're here to kill me.
Okay, look, we're out of time here. Institute, this is Dr. Thompson. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a synth relayed to my coordinates offset by 5.3 to subdue our subject. I appreciate your help with the situation outside, but we have to get this man back to the Institute. I expect Father will want a report from you.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Nice work bringing that third sense back.
Must make you proud to see all your father has done.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how our new guest is familiarizing himself with his... With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute.
At this point, there is no doubt. There is one more part for you to play. And it is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth. To request that they do not interfere with our plans.
That's a good idea. Hopefully we can prevent...
Yes, that is one goal. And if you are to be the new director of the Institute, we've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the mic.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It is true, but it is not the whole truth. We're here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in daily lives. We simply insist that you do not. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Now it's time to make sure that everyone here...
Sure.
How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need... Report back when you're done.
Want to Bunker Hill? A bunch of people got killed or something. Total blood.
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Isn't broadcasting at full power.
Oh, hi there.
I'll need to find those radio parts. Travis.
Hey, I mean, hi. Again, hi? Hi.
No wonder it isn't broadcasting at full power.
I usually don't
find those radio parts?
This is why.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe this goes here. Alright, in you go.
Don't break my stuff if you don't mind.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So, this radio station, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So, okay. I usually don't. This is why. Hey, I mean, hi. Again, hi? Hi.
Whatever you think I did, I didn't do. Alice is a liar.
Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you. Years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before... The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed.
A lot of us will have a hard time accepting an out...
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
Operating at full capacity.
From what I hear, that rogue synth Libertarian is real nice.
Nothing to report, sir.
My compliments on getting
May I be the first
B592
to
back
welcome
to
you,
us.
sir. We're looking forward to working with you.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our...
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate...
As the incoming director, we... So, where do you stand?
If this has to happen, we keep the violence to a minimum.
Of course. It was never the intent. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus...
Right. I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars.
As you wish. The advanced systems folks will get... Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father...
Hey, Frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it. At last, we have power adequate to our needs.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
Ah, there you are. You've met with the director. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in.
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may...
Right.
You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked at the railroad. The depth of your involvement with them has been called into the question. Where do you...
I can't lie. They are.
Well, I won't ask for details.
Sure.
But these people, with their twisted ideology.
They're determined, and they won't stop. I'm sure.
I know. I've been dealing with them. Surely you can see that you can no longer work with them. I'm afraid this is an order. The rest...
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
We've heard some very disturbing things about you. That you've been to the Institute. That you're actually working with those monsters. You're lucky we don't shoot you on sight.
But I want to help you guys.
Far too little, far too late. There's no way we can trust you now. Get the hell out of here, and don't come back.
Hey there.
Just leave. Just leave. Get out of here.
does seem pretty advanced for your standards.
I know you'll achieve great things. We all
We've got more energy than we need.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It was tough. Yeah.
I assure you that there was no other way. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
I believe so. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that they will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
I'm glad you agree. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel, there are more of them out there in the world.
We can defeat them now. We can defeat them again if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But we will show them that if they interfere with us, the very we will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please. They will know better than to.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. Time is up.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
You've done well so far, but the evaluation is far from over.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
Sean says it's time.
Ah, that. Well, let's get to it. Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
So we just relay onto the airship and sabotage it.
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship, so the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you in to a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
We'll have the element of surprise, if nothing else.
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh! I almost forgot. Take these.
Oh, thanks. Grenades. Sure, I can always use grenades.
No, they're not grenades. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
I know, right? I mean, Thanks. I thought it was neat. But still, it's just to help. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
It's the Brotherhood's giant robot.
Right. They think it's their ultimate weapon. We're going to show them it's ours. We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
With Liberty Prime on our side, that'll give us a hell of an advantage.
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting systems overridden. And he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary communist target in the Commonwealth. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry, we'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
What have I got for backup?
Once the generators are down, we'll be able to throw everything...
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor online.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
this.
Heads up. It went dark.
Target being acquired.
Finalizing upload in 3, 2, 1. Operation complete. Shutting down.
Updated tactical assessment. Red Chinese presence detected.
Contact detected.
Aerial incursion by communist forces cannot succeed. Initiating directive 7395. Destroy all communists. Destruction.
Time to go, sir. We're relaying to a safe location. Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
From what I hear, that rogue synth of Natalia was really a menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Hello, Sean.
Ah. There you are. I've already heard the news. But of course you wouldn't be here if it weren't a success. I'm glad it worked, but I'm glad you're safe.
We're all safe now.
For now. Yes, but there will always... Allie has always been loyal to the Institute. And to me. You can rely on her for help. Once I'm gone, it's all up to you.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Don't worry about me. Our time together. I spent years wondering what you were. I want you to know that.
I'm glad I found you.
As am I. Thank you, Father. You've helped a boy achieve his dreams. I think I'd like to sleep now.
I've lost Sean. All over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.